So, I've been meaning to go and film this for a while now, but life, it gets in the way sometimes. So, yeah. But I'm finally able to go and film it now, so I am going to do that. So, this is my second book haul, and this one shouldn't be that long because, one, I don't have as many books to go and show this time. Two, I don't really have much to say, and three, my mind's kind of not with it right now, and I feel really out of breath, so yeah, this should be fairly short. But anyways, I'm going to begin now, and I'm going to start with my ebooks first. So, the first one that I ended up getting because, like, 1 or 2 days ago, I ended up, like, seeing a tweet on BethJune327's Twitter, and it was like mentioning this book, and it's really cheap on Amazon right now for, like, the Kindle version. It's only like 31 cents, so I was like, hey, why not get it? Because, I mean, it's cheap and it sounds pretty good, so why not? But it is called Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. And I don't really know off the top of my head what this is about, so I'm just going to read you the synopsis. So, without further ado. So wrong for each other, and yet so right. No one knows what happened the night Echo Emerson went from popular girl with jock boyfriend to gossiped about outsider with freaky scars on her arms. Even Echo can't remember the whole truth. But when Noah Hutchins, the smoking hot, girl-using loner in the black leather jacket, explodes into her life with his surprising understanding, Echo's world shifts in ways she could never have imagined. They should have nothing in common, yet the crazy attraction between them refuses to go away, and Echo has to ask herself just how far they can push the limits, and what she'll risk for the one guy who might teach her how to love again. So, yeah, it sounded very interesting, and, I mean, it's not usually something that I would read, but, I mean, what do I have to lose other than 31 cents? So, I'm deciding to go and try that out at some point, because I don't really know when exactly I'll get to it, but eventually, eventually, like all my books. So many books. But, yeah. So the next one that I ended up getting, like, last night, and I think I got this one for free, and it was on smashwords.com. But it is Rainbow Breeze by Kira Harp. And this one is basically a collection of, like, 15 short stories, and they're based off of, like, images that were, I guess, like, posted on YA LGBT book group on Goodreads, and I think they do, like, each month in that group, like, they post, like, a different picture, or, like, a few pictures, and then you can go and, like, write different short stories, and I guess it's like a competition type thing. But, yeah, anyways, this book is just like a collection of, like, 15 different stories that were based on, like, images, and they're all, like, LGBT related. So, yeah, I just happened to run across this and decided to get it. But it sounds pretty good, and I like those type of things, so I figured, why not buy it? The next one, I actually read, like, a few months ago, back when, like, this, like, book was split up into, like, the different books, like, one for, like, each short story. I ended up reading, like, a few by K.G. McAbee. Back when, like, I had to go and read a sci-fi, like, book for one of the Goodreads challenges that I was doing, and I mean, I don't really like sci-fi all that much. I'm just, like, starting to get into it now, but, this happened to be the book that I ran across on Smashwords, and, I read a few of, like, the short stories, and just, like, it it ended up capturing my heart. Like, I was honestly shocked, but I really like how, like, the story was going, and I really like the characters, and it really just drew me in, and I'm really excited to go and read, like, the actual whole book and, like, see what all of the authors involved, like, had to write. But, basically, let me go and read, like, the synopsis for it. But, anyways, before I begin, I should probably tell you what it's called. But, it's Tales from Omega Station, the Omnibus Edition. There's the cover. And it is by J.A. Johnson, K.G. McAbee, and J. Kirsch. And what it's about is Omega Station, aka The Rock. A barren, airless asteroid on the outermost edge of the galaxy, home of the richest of the rich and the poorest of the poor, dotted with commercial, military, and residential domes. The outer surface is the place to live for those who can afford it, or are lucky enough to work there. But the vast majority of the Rock's residents don't live in the surface domes. Instead, they have tunneled downwards, moving ever further towards its fiery heart. The upper levels are safe, comfortable, secure, or as secure as anyone can be on Omega Station. The lower levels now, they are home to the detritus of a double dozen races and species, all living in uneasy juxtaposition, fighting, loving, eating, and being eaten. The Rock's location in space, the last real port before exiting the galaxy, has made it a valuable commodity to many governments and private corporations, as has the addictive drug Straz, which grows only in its recycling vats. Control has been taken and given in 100 bloody battles over the years, but those who live in the lower levels and further down in the depths are often barely aware of whoever claims to be in charge. No one really rules the Rock, whatever they may claim, however many weapons and warriors they throw against it, for the Rock is eternal, and it has many stories. So, yeah, this is like, I think the genre they put it under is space opera, which is like a sub-genre of sci-fi, but, yeah, it was definitely interesting from what I've read, and, I mean, it seems like the stories, like, all relate to each other, but, I mean, if you do read them, like, separately, it makes a fair amount of sense. So, yeah, I definitely recommend reading that one, because from, I mean, what I've read so far, it's pretty good. But, anyways, the next one, I'm actually kind of, like, starting the physical book section, but, like, this one, I don't have, like, the physical copy on me, because I bought this one for my mother, but she has it, obviously, because it's her book now. But, it is Beware of Older Men by Merritt Malloy, and, again, I don't think you can see it, but, it's a very simple cover, but I really like it, and when you go and, like, see the physical copy, it has, like, these really cool pair of eyes drawn on the back, and it looks really pretty. But, anyways, it's just, like, another poetry book that I got, and, I don't know, my mother and I just really like this poet, so, yeah. The next one I actually bought for my mom again, but I accidentally got like 2 copies of this, so she let me have this one, because obviously what are you going to do with 2 copies? Nothing. So this one is We Hardly See Each Other Anymore by Merritt Malloy, and again, another poetry book. The next one that I got for free at my school's Christian club, and this one is Kids Like Us, and it's basically just a collection of testimonies from like local kids and young adults in my area, and I haven't finished reading it yet, but I was like blown away reading this, because it's just amazing to see like the background stories of like people that you think you know. I mean, there's so much that you don't know, and there's so much like that goes on to like build up the people that we see before us today, and there's just so much that we don't know about people, and so much of the time we go and judge a book by its cover, and this really taught me to go and not do that. It, like, really encourages me not to, because again, there's just like so much you don't know and so much that goes on behind the scenes. And it was just really amazing to see like what went on to make the people that like some of the people that I go and see to this day. So yeah, I'm really liking this so far. It's just very interesting. The next two that I have, I was inspired to go and get these because Faepunk on Tumblr went and like established my interest to go and like learn more about fairies. So I'd just like to go and thank them, and I mean, I really definitely go and recommend checking out their Tumblr because they are very awesome, and they are so kind and intelligent and just really informative, and especially like if you're into like social justice type stuff, they post like a lot of that on their Tumblr, and I mean they've just like made me grown so much like over the past year. Like they've really just opened my eyes to like a lot of stuff that I'm very ignorant about, and I'm just really happy that they came into my life, and I just really encourage you guys to go and check their Tumblr out. So yeah, with that said, the next book that I have is the Fairy Bible by Teresa Moray, and oh my god, you really can't see that. It's so much glare. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's another book about fairies, and this one has a lot of good illustrations too in it, because I mean, you can't really see that well, but I mean, there's like so many different pretty images in here. There's like a few other ones too. Yeah, but there's like a lot in there. But yeah. So the next one that I have is the 25th anniversary edition of Fairies, and that is described and illustrated by Brian Froud and Alan Lee, and edited and designed by David Lapkin. And this one again is like about fairies, and I end up really wanting to get this one mainly because of like all the beautiful illustrations in here, because there are so many. And again, like this video really doesn't do it justice, but I mean, there are so many gorgeous images in here, like so many, just like, yeah, I just wish you all could like see it better, but I mean, yeah, there's so many different good images, and yeah, I'm just really excited to go and get to it. The final book that I have is A Dictionary of Angels, Including the Fallen Angels by Gustav Davidson, and I got this because, I mean, as I've probably established before, I'm really into angelology and anything about angels, and I've been meaning to get like a dictionary of angels for a while now, and there's a few out there, but yeah, I'm liking this one so like pretty good so far. And if you guys ever do get this one, be sure to definitely read the introduction, because like I'm reading that right now, and the author has like a lot of interesting stuff to say, just like on angelology and stuff, so definitely go and check that out. But yeah, that is all I have for now. Sorry that this probably wasn't the best video. I'm just not really feeling up to par, but hopefully that was good enough, and hopefully you guys found something that you might like. And yeah, that's all that I have for now. So I will see you guys around soon. Bye! Ah! If I can go and find the thing, I don't know how to stop this. Ah, no. Well then. Okay.